welcome to Active Fitness. So we're just going to quickly talk about why it's a good thing to be a jack of all trades when it comes to your fitness. And well, one of the benefits is if you are a jack of all trades when it comes to fitness is, well, that it might lower your chance of injury. Now, let's say you're someone that actually likes to jog a lot, especially during the weekends, and you do a little bit during the week also. Now, just doing jogging on its own, and I'm not saying that jogging is bad exercise or anything like that. Well, if you just do it alone, it can cause injuries to happen. Now, most of the time, it would be something like your hamstrings might give you a problem, and there is ways of actually working against this. One of the methods would be to actually incorporate static and dynamic stretches. This will actually make sure the muscle doesn't actually, well, shorten or, well, lose its mobility. Actually, you won't lose your mobility, it won't actually decrease. And this can actually, well, when you lose your mobility, this can actually become a little bit of a problem. It can increase the chance of injury to happen. Now, the second thing that you can do is actually incorporate, well, any form of resistance training. One of the forms that I would actually really recommend is strength training. And this will actually help because you will strengthen the hamstring, and also when you strengthen the hamstring over a time period, the tendons also start becoming stronger. Now, if you do this, this will actually help also to lower the chances of injury. Now, there is a correct way to do it and an incorrect way to do it, but most of the time, using your own body weight will automatically also help you out. So any exercises that is good for hamstrings that you can do for your hamstrings with your own body weight would automatically start helping you and, well, lowering the chance of injury. Now, the other benefit to being a jack of all trades, well, would be if you want to get a lean muscular physique. Now, most of us, let's be honest, we want to actually get a little bit of a better appearance and improve our physique. Now, by actually doing cardiovascular training, well, this will actually help with weight loss. But a portion of that weight that you are losing is muscle mass. Now, this actually works against you. It does cause your resting metabolic rate to decrease because the body doesn't have so much to maintain anymore. Now, working against this will actually be by incorporating, once again, any form of resistance training. Now, by doing that, well, it will actually cause your resting metabolic rate to stay the same, or when your muscle mass becomes a little bit more developed, well, your resting metabolic rate will go up. This means basically when you're sitting in an office, busy with work, you're automatically burning a little bit more calories than you used to when your muscle mass has increased. Now, this also means that your body becomes less energy efficient, which means you start burning a little bit more calories compared to when you didn't do any form of resistance training and your muscle mass wasn't as developed. Now, this can also work, once again, against you with both sides, with cardiovascular and strength-wise. Now, also said, it depends on your goals. If your goal is just to get, well, a little bit leaner, well, then it's fine. And same with just packing on a little bit of muscle mass. But where it actually starts working against you is if you are someone that just wants to focus in one specific area. I'm not saying skip the strength training. I'm just saying keep in mind that you won't be able to train like many other people in the gym. And this will actually work then against you if you train like most people in the gym. You need to train a little bit more specific for your sport. So let's say you're a marathon runner and yes, you're starting to do strength training. Now, if you do strength training, you actually make your body less energy efficient. Yes. Now, your body actually wants to burn more calories while you're exercising, which means you're actually using more energy. And that's going to work against you. But if you do it correctly, well, you're not going to see so much of a side effect and you'll still maintain the same muscle mass that you do have. Now, other side, if you are a pro bodybuilder and you're starting to do intense cardio, well, then you're going to lose muscle mass and become a little bit more leaner. And yes, you don't necessarily want to do that. But for most of us that just wants a little bit more of a leaner physique and have a little bit more muscle mass, it's absolutely fine. Do both of them, incorporate both of them. For example, that what you can do is you can go 3 days to the gym or train 3 days at your house with weights just to maintain your muscle mass and maybe develop it a little bit more so that your resting metabolic rate goes up. But it's not going to actually make too much of a difference in a sense that if you do both, that are going to work constantly against each other. It's actually going to be to your benefit incorporating both of them. Especially if you're just the average Joe that just wants to improve his physique. Now, there's one more benefit to actually being jack of all trades. And that comes to, well, your posture. Now, if you train the right muscles and you train them correctly, well, this can actually cause your posture to improve. If you are someone that sits a lot at your desk, well, you are going to have a little bit of posture problems and, well, strength training, a little bit of static stretches will actually help you out a lot. Now, if you like this video and if you want to see future content, well, first click the like button if you like this video. 2, if you want to see future content, well, subscribe. And 3, if you want an exercise program to help you get in shape, well, go to my website, activefitness.co.za, and use the coupon code down below to get a great deal. Cheers, guys.